Hi, I'm Andy. Welcome to this week's Everyday Devotion. I hope this video finds you well. Now, after a few weeks of being out of sequence in John's Gospel, this week we're back in John 4. And so far, through John's Gospel, John has shown us how the Word became flesh and made his dwelling amongst us. We've seen how John the Baptist pointed to Jesus and the calling of the first disciples. And we saw Jesus turning water into wine and how he cleared the temple. He's taught Nicodemus, and John the Baptist testified about Jesus again. And then we saw Jesus meet the woman at the well in Samaria, and a whole town then encountering Jesus. And the story that we're picking up today, pick up right where we left off in John 4. And today, so we're looking at the second and third signs recorded for us in John's Gospel. The first sign was Jesus turning water into wine back in John 2. There are 7 signs recorded for us through John's Gospel that he draws our attentions to. And we call them signs because they point us towards Jesus and they reveal something of his glory to us. Now, both the second and the third signs for us in John's Gospel are healings, one of an official son and the other of a man who had been unable to walk for 38 years. For our devotion today, I want to draw our attention to the first of these 2 miracles, specifically to John 4 verse 50. But let's get this verse in context first. So the first of these stories, the second sign, we're told that a royal official has a son who was dying. And hearing that Jesus was nearby, he arrives to see Jesus and begs Jesus to heal his son. This official had walked 20 miles, so a journey of 2 days, to go and see Jesus. And we can sense the desperation of this man. If ever you've had a loved one suffer, you'll know this man's pain. So after pleading with Jesus in verse 47, where he says, "Sir, come down before my child dies," Jesus replies, "Go, your son will live." Now these are words that the man was longing to hear. And we're told that the man took Jesus at his word and departed. For me, this is like the essence of faith, trusting Jesus. That this official took Jesus at his word. And this got me thinking, where do I need to take Jesus at his word? What situations do I need to bring Jesus into? And what situations indeed do I need to bring to Jesus? What promises or teachings of Jesus do I need to trust today? Think maybe of what we've heard from Jesus so far in John's Gospel. If you have a Bible, you might just want to thumb through these first 4 chapters. Are there any verses from here that you need to trust Jesus in? How about John 4 verse 14, where Jesus says, "Whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life." How about John 3 verse 17, "For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him." Now the royal official is a role model for us. And his obedience here in John 4 reminded me actually of a story in Luke 5, when Jesus asked his disciples to put down their fishing nets once more, having not caught anything all night. They're reluctant to do this, but Peter says in verse 5 of Luke 5, "Master, we've worked hard all night and haven't caught anything. But because you say so, I will let down the nets." Because you say so, I will. Where do you need to respond like this to Jesus today? Take a moment now. Think through where do you need to respond to Jesus with this same faith of Peter, the same faith that the officials, this royal official, put in Jesus. Will you say with Peter to Jesus, "Because you say so, I will"? Will you, like the royal official, take Jesus at his word? I hope you have a good day today, and I'll be praying for you now as you process this thought and this devotion. Would God speak to you, and would you be able to put your trust in him? God bless, guys.